Hey everybody, Rob Rosenberger here for Mostly 22 LR. I want to take some time in my brand new RV and give you an update on the YouTube channel that we're running here. Make sure that you know it's August of 2015, and here are some of the things that are coming up. First one, I didn't get a chance to do any interviews last year on Black Friday, and that's something that I regretted. I wanted to be able to go on Black Friday at like 4 o'clock in the morning and start interviewing people and find out how many of them were standing in line at the big, the brick and mortars, at the big box stores to buy 22 LR. What I want to do is I want to go on Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving, and do some filming. I'll see if I can grab somebody who can run the camera for me, and we'll just go ahead and put the microphone up to people's ears. Microphones up to people's ears. We'll put it up to their mouths and see what they say. And we're not going to berate them on camera. I just want to get them on camera, and we'll see what it is, and then we'll all take a look at it after the fact. Let me turn around and look at the next thing that I got to talk to you about. So the Midlife Crisis rifle. I've had 6 or 7 parts on that already. The rifle is still not doing exactly what I want it to do, but it's gotten so hot here in South Carolina that I just, I had to postpone the Midlife Crisis. I couldn't deal with it. It was just too hot to go out there and get anything done. We'll pick it back up again in the fall. We'll do some more tests with a lot of different ammo, see how that rifle performs with various rounds. I have a lot of 40 grain hollow point subsonic, which is, there's no copper. It's actually all just a tallow or a wax coating for its lubricant. So we'll test that rifle. We're going to continue with it. I really do enjoy doing that video series. That rifle has been a stalwart of mine for a number of years now, and I don't want to see it, I don't want to change from the ammo that I'm currently using, but I might have to. We'll find out. I want to talk about why I do some of these Captain Obvious videos. These are videos for the brand new beginner, and I've noticed that the ones that I do that are Captain Obvious either haven't been done on YouTube, or they've been done on YouTube but they haven't been done in a focused manner. So by approaching it as Captain Obvious, I can actually help the newbies out. And we're talking about a 22 LR channel. I've got very experienced people who are watching this channel, and I've got brand new people watching this channel. So I'm trying to please a lot of people here. I'm trying to come out with some good information for the newbies as well as the advanced guys, and the intermediates, of course. So I hope you bear with me. Keep an eye on those Captain Obvious, and if you've got a Captain Obvious idea, let me know about it. I'd love to give you credit for it. So I'm always happy to point out the people who are helping me make better videos for YouTube. So I haven't been asked this question yet, but I've just got this feeling that sooner or later it's going to pop up, so I'll answer it now. And that is, why don't I do more videos where I use bore snakes instead of the cleaning rods? And the answer is for the same reason that I wear a vest. It's because I'm fat. Seriously, I'm a kind of an old guy at this, and so the cleaning rods are known to me. They're a known quantity. The bore snakes I use for semi-autos, but it's more of a functional cleaning method. And but the conscious decision that I made soon after I started this, I had already started the Mostly 22 LR channel when I came to this conscious decision, and it is that when a lot of people buy a 22 LR, it amazes me at how many of those cleaning kits are available at a cheaper price than the bore snake cleaning kits. So they get the little, 3-part rod and some Hoppe's number 9, and it's got some patches in it and whatnot. And the guy behind the counter says, well, you're going to have to clean that every once in a while. 22 LR is a very, very dirty round. And the guy goes, well, what's the cheapest you got? And it's those little cleaning kits. And so because of that, I want the people who use the cleaning kits to understand that, yeah, you can really clean your gun with those things. I used to do it a lot. Those 3-bar systems, where you put them together and you've got a rifle rod, I used to do that. It's, from the 1990s even. But lately, I'm using special rods, and I'm using bore snakes and whatnot. But I stay with the cleaning rods as much as possible for that reason. For the newbies that get those little cleaning kits. Those are the ones that I want to deal with. So if you've been paying attention to some of the tweets that I've put out at Mostly22LR, you know that there's a new series of precision tests coming up for ammunition. Not rifles, ammunition. But I have a number of rifles that I'll be introducing in an entire new series here on Mostly22LR, and we're going to take ammunition and test it against multiple rifles. There's nobody on YouTube doing that right at the moment. The only person that even comes close to what we're going to be doing is the Nut and Fancy channel. I'll explain that in the ongoing series that we start. I'm actually going to be hiring a production crew, and we're going to be, with the teleprompters, and I'll be talking to you. I'll be showing you the Ruger 1022 that I've got, the Savage FBT, I've got a Marlin 60, I've got, what's the other one that I got? Smith & Wesson M&P 1522. I've got a number of different guns, all brand new, which I purchased out of my own pocket just for these tests. And instead of using a bunch of ammunition against one rifle, we're going to be using one rifle against a bunch of ammunition. And we have a whole bunch of different rifles to do that. So instead of focusing on the rifles, like everybody, including the Nut and Fancy channel, we're going to be focusing on the ammunition, and we're going to check its precision. And we're going to have scientific tests. The folks at Shooter's Choice in West Columbia, South Carolina, have agreed to help me out with a little bit of 25-yard range time for indoor range. We're going to do summer and winter. There's going to be multiple guns involved. It's going to take a lot of time. So bear with me on that. All the resources with this RV that I purchased, all resources are now in place and available to me. And now all I have to do is begin the series. So just stay tuned, stay patient, and we'll begin pumping out data about the 22LR stuff. There is a person, and I forget who it is. Let me flip down real quick and see if I've got his name here. He's just come out with a bunch of data about 22LR, but he's selling that data. He has a channel on YouTube, if I'm right, but I don't think he's going to be putting any information up on that channel, or at least he'll be teasing us with that information. All of the information that I'm going to be doing for you is all free. I got nothing better to do. I'm a widower. I got time on my hands, and I'm going to go off, and I'm actually going to take the RV out to places sometimes, and we'll go ahead and do nice scientific experiments trying to get as accurate of information as possible on the precision of 22LR ammunition, from the cheap stuff to the expensive stuff, not counting match grade and Olympic grade, because that's a whole other class, and I don't need to, we've got so much stuff below match grade, even below target grade. There's so many different brands to choose from that I could occupy myself for years before I ever get to that point where I need to test that ammo on regular rifles. But so stay tuned to that. Again, I've got a video production crew that will be working with me to do up some really good videos on that. I've got all the rifles, they're all ready, and we're going to be using stock rifles. There's no changes that we're going to make to any rifles whatsoever. It's exactly the way that you get it when you pull it out of the box and start shooting. So we'll start with those being all brand new and no mods. So Nut and Fancy does a lot of mods, and I'll talk about that in the next video. Let me look over here and see what else we're going to talk about. We're going to do some more work on holsters for 22LR, especially for people who carry concealed. I am a fan of the 22, and I carry a 22 in certain situations. Just like Such does, there are situations where I feel that a 22 is the correct gun for me to carry. Here in the RV park or wherever, I'm really only worried about the occasional critter. But there are other situations where I carry a 22 as well. If I were hunting, for example, and I were to take a deer down, but I need to take that follow-up shot, it'd be really easy to pull out a small 22, put it right up to that head. Drawing the X correctly, you don't shoot it in the nostril, you shoot it in the brain, but you have to draw that line and take that follow-up shot. That's if I was a hunter. So we'll look at holsters for 22LR, and we'll cover a little bit of the background that you need to have when you're carrying 22. It's not exactly the same gun that a centerfire is, and we'll cover all that as well. That's coming up in a later series of videos, and Palmetto Leather Works up in Columbia, South Carolina. They're the ones that I'm going to be going to talk to them about good holsters. One of the other things I want to do is I want to talk about the people who actually watch this channel. There are a lot of people who hail from the United States, but we've got a lot of people down under, we've got a lot of people in Britain, you know, and ideas are flowing in from these people. South Africa, I think, is being represented, or at least the African continent is. They're just all over the place, and I really appreciate the wide range of opinions that we're getting, the wide perspective of opinions that we're getting. And we hear about how 22LR is not a problem in this area, but it is a problem in this area. It's expensive in this area, it's not expensive in that area. So it's great to hear all of these different perspectives. And I really want to thank all the people that have actually donated time and, in some cases, loaner weapons. Dr. Fred, Chris from the Guns and Loaded channel. There have been a number of people from other video channels who have actually helped out, and then of course people at the gun range where I'm a member of who have helped out as well. So I really want to thank everybody. I just can't think of enough people to be able to, I would forget somebody. So thank you very much for all the people who have helped, and you people in the future who are watching this now. Thank you for anything that you put in. You put stuff in the comments, I still get to read it. I've got about, what, 850 subscribers. The comments are still coming in slowly enough that I can actually keep up with you guys. Don't be afraid to comment. So, that's about it for the August update. If I've forgotten anything, too bad. You'll have to wait around for me to tell it to you a little bit later. But I didn't want you to think that life, you know, oh, you know, Rob's moved on or something like that. No. It's just been so blazingly hot out here and humid that I just have not been able to get all the videos that I want to do. But I still got videos queued up, believe me. I've got a lot of ideas. And like Twang and Bang, here on this computer, I've got plenty of ideas. I mean, I've got a couple of dozen ideas here for series that I want to do. I've got a pair of the Bull twins that I got, the Bully twins. That series is about to start up as well, just for the fun of it. Now that I've got room in here in this RV to be able to actually build things, there will be an actual backdrop and lights and all sorts of good stuff. All that's already available to me right here. I'm just too lazy right at the moment to care. So I'm just doing this little update for you. But I hope you appreciate it. If you didn't appreciate it, I'd like to hear it in the comments. And if you did appreciate it, I hope you'll click the like button. If you didn't appreciate it, you know, you got that thumbs down. Go ahead and click it. I understand that. So, but other than that, hey, thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm Rob Rosenberger for Mostly 22LR. And remember, 22LR is real ammunition. Treat it as such.